Hi, welcome back. In this episode, we'll be taking a look in more detail about the day-to-day running of a Be Your Own Boss programme. If you're thinking about taking part, hopefully it will show you how much fun it is, how informal it is, how different it is to a classroom, as well as the kind of things that you'll be doing and learning. If you are thinking about running Be Your Own Boss, please take a look at the toolkit because it's got lots of ideas for course content, structure, and how to really bring it alive.
Let's dive into the first of 6 weekly sessions devised to teach our participants the essential aspects of entrepreneurship. The participants met us at the Perfect Place to Grow for a session on developing a low-cost, sustainable and plant-based business idea. We settled on producing a plant-based burger made from surplus food to keep costs down and reduce food waste.
They're waste burgers, so instead of getting rid of all the pulps and beans and stuff like that, we just smush them all up together and make a burger, which is really tasty.
The group project is a really important part of Be Your Own Boss. For our Be Your Own Boss programmes, we chose to work with plant-based food as our product that we were developing together. That's because it aligns to our mission as Growing Kent Medway. But for you, you could choose something that's really relevant to your group's mission, to your community, something that really resonates with your participants. And if you're participating in Be Your Own Boss, share your ideas, talk about what your passions are and what drives you. It's your programme as well.
After a kitchen induction from David, the participants prepared, cooked and tested a range of plant-based burgers for their market research, ranking each according to taste, branding and perceived value.
You are ready to pay £2.50 for a coffee because of where you are. But if you get, so it's not the coffee, it's the whole package round base, yeah?
This discussion laid the foundations for the further development of our product, which became the basis for a hypothetical business. It was through this business that our mentoring team and the Perfect Place to Grow could better teach the abstract aspects of entrepreneurship. In week 2, it was time to start thinking about who might buy our plant-based burgers. Rebecca led the morning session on identifying our target market, represented by a stick figure named Sam. Eco Sam, as he became, was brought to life by Anya, and he became an important reference for the remainder of the programme.
So Eco Sam was us designing our target audience. So we had to think about what our audience might be, what they might look like, and we just ended up with you. We ended up with a DFL.
It's me, by the way.
Yeah, we just ended up with a DFL. Basically, the DFL on a bike.
So that's our customer persona for now. We might, when we go a little bit further down and we start building the burger and start thinking about other things, we might change our mind, but that's fine. That's just an example about how we try to think about who our customer is, how they're living their life, so we can provide our product and our business fits their lifestyle.
Some business topics might come across as being a bit dry. So it's really important to make them fun, to use your participants' creativity and their cultural reference points to make it super relevant to them so that they really enjoy participating in the sessions. If you're taking part in Be Your Own Boss, know that your ideas are valid and we want your creativity. You're as much a part of the programme as the people who are running it.
After we understood our target market, we started to think about where we could sell our products to our customers.
So we could basically sell our thing to Sam, being our own restaurant, cafe, food truck. Yeah. We could do it by selling it to another restaurant, cafe, food truck.
We followed this with an exercise to understand the priorities of each of these business types. This not only helped us to decide where we would sell our plant-based burgers, but also gave our aspiring entrepreneurs an insight into what they'll need to prioritise for their own businesses in the future. Caleb was particularly interested in this topic as he identified that understanding these priorities will be important when it comes to pitching his own products to a range of retailers. In the afternoon, we got back into the kitchen to develop the recipe for our plant-based burger. The participants split into 2 teams, each using different ingredients, to see how they impacted the burger's flavour and quality. Camille, Anya and Carlo added caramelised onions and chopped their beans to provide sweetness and texture, while Elfo and Caleb experimented with chopped walnuts, chili powder and soy sauce. While Rebecca and Valerie got stuck in with the washing up, Charlotte and David hid outside the kitchen, clearly pretending to work. Once the burgers were ready, it was time for a taste test. And after spending 2 weeks filming everyone else eating, it was time for a taste of my own medicine. I was amazed by how good these burgers tasted, especially after only 2 weeks of development. While the chili powder might have been too much for some, it didn't stop us clearing the chopping boards by the end of the day.
You can see in just a couple of weeks that this group is not only building their business knowledge, their knowledge of how to develop a food product, but they're also coming together as a community and growing in confidence. And it's that growing in confidence which is really, really essential to be your own boss. Confidence underpins so much else. If you have confidence, you can take opportunity, you can get engaged in things. In the toolkit, there's some pointers about how we conducted evaluation to really quantify those soft skills that participants are gaining. And in the next episode, we're going to hear directly from participants about their journeys.